permits are typically renewed every year. So annually.
Why did you pick this location?
There was a previous Tapioca Express at this location,
Yeah.
and they did well, but then I found out that the management had left, and the owners didn't bother replacing them, so there was a steady decline. And I know there was always a high demand for tapioca in this area. You know, I used to go to the dim sum restaurant all the time. I've always came on over and wanted to have tapioca, but they always took like 20 minutes to get something. So at the time, I was thinking I could do so much better. Oh my gosh, I come from a background of this industry. You know, I've been in the service industry for about 6 years now. Starbucks, Elephant Bar, different restaurants, fine dine, cafes, and so forth. So this location seemed like it made sense at the time. Although I would say that the weather is a detrimental factor.
Yes.
It's rather foggy up here.
I know.
Although today's really nice.
What are the advantages and disadvantages of your location?
Oh, there we go. The disadvantage, main disadvantage, the weather. Weather sucks.
I know. I remember at time I went to Westboro, my hair would always be bad, like by the end of the day.
Really sucks. Second, we're kind of out there. We're not in like a really busy area with a lot of like foot traffic.
Maybe we talked about that. Traffic.
What do you mean traffic?
How it's the advantage of there is a lot.
Yeah, like parking lot and stuff like that.
Yeah,
There's no foot traffic.
and also there's limited parking spaces. Because parking in this plaza is really bad.
What are the advantages though?
The advantage is right next to a bowling alley, right next to a bunch of restaurants. And also small. There's also less competition in the general area, and like the area had demand. A lot of people really wanted tapioca in this place. But I've
There's
been
less competition for
tapioca. I mean, because I know all the competition in my area. There's Teven at Skyline Plaza. There's Eggett's down the hill, and then there's Quickly's over in Millbrae. Those are my three competitors within like a 5-mile radius.
How did you raise the capital to create this business?
Essentially, it was funded by my own personal money that I saved up, a business loan from the bank, and also financing from my family who helped me raise capital.
Did you get a loan from the bank? What were the qualifications needed? Was it hard to meet these qualifications?
Yes. It's very, very hard to try to get a loan from a bank. For one, they don't, because the economy is doing very poorly. It's very difficult to get any money from any bank, any institution. Period. On top of that, normally they don't give out loans to small businesses that are just opening up anymore, unless they've been in operations for at least 2 years. But with a lot of different policies enacted by Obama recently, I was able to weave around and bend some of the rules.
Did your family help you start up your business? How?
They provided a lot of the startup capital, general just experience and advice, because they've also my family. I have a lot of older siblings, and my parents had a lot of experience doing things like this. So of course they gave their 2 cents, more like $20 worth of advice. 2 cents is just like, oh, you should probably do this. No, it's more like, hey, I think you should do this. Of course, those meetings go on for hours and hours at a time. On top of that, they tasted my foods and my recipes. They helped develop some of them.
Do you have insurance for your business? If so, why do you think it's necessary?
Yes, I have First General store insurance to cover any of the property, and workers comp in case something happens to my staff.
Oh, is it First General insurance?
I have 2 types of insurance. I have 3. Republic Indemnity. No, I have 2 types of insurance. One that covers the property within my store. It covers, windows, tables, my equipment, cash, safe, all that stuff. And then my other insurance is to cover workers, my staff members, in case they trip and fall and hurt themselves while working. The insurance covers them.
Why do you think it's necessary?
In case something bad happens. It's, why else do you buy insurance? In case something bad happens, it's like so they don't come after you.
If it comes from Rachel, it's like I.
Having fun. Have you guys had anything here?
Oh, yeah, I went here.
I've never been here.
You never been here.
Wow, you've never been here and you're interviewing me?
No, because she told me about it. And
No,
it's
because
alright,
like he
that's
wouldn't.
good.
Okay, we had to like choose a business, and then he wouldn't do anything. I was like, oh my god, think of something, and he's like, not think of anything. I was like,
So you're the lazy one?
yeah, I wrote.
I printed that stuff.
Oh, you think?
I typed it.
I'm prepared. I
No,
came
I
here
typed
prepared.
it, but he printed it because my printer wouldn't work.
Well, I mean, that's a good team then. You know, she does all the hard work and you make sure that you guys have the materials on hand.
How many employees do you have?
8?
Are you guys hiring?
What qualities do you look for in an employee? If you do not have any, what qualities would you look for?
Typically friendly, hardworking, punctual, and right sense of mind. I ask a lot of scenario questions during my interviews to see how they would react in a situation. And if they react in a way that's, how I want them, then that's good.
How did you determine your employees' wages?
I looked at the industry and see what everyone else pays at Tapioca Expresses and Clippers and so forth.
Statistics show that nearly 60% of all small businesses fail in the first year. How did your business survive? How do you plan to survive? Wait, does this count?
Technically, I've only been alive for like 4
Yeah,
months.
exactly. It's like we have to ask this question. Though.
Yeah, he can.
Okay.
Yeah, I can answer the second part. How do I plan on surviving? That's the thing. That's the fun part of this all is just keeping track of the sales report, costs and everything, finding ways to improve your business and attract more customers. Currently, I'm doing a bunch of marketing and advertising right now in order to increase the customer flow coming into my cafe.
What is your policy on absences and charges? Why?
The policy is this: if you have if according to the availability that you provide, you're responsible for any shift I put you on. If you cannot make it, if you come to me in advance before the schedule comes up, then maybe if you're trying to request a day off, say that you have to go somewhere on December 12th for your mom's birthday, but you normally work that day, you can come to me and I'll make sure and I'll rearrange the schedule accordingly to try to give you that day off. Otherwise, once the schedule is out, whatever shift that you have is your responsibility. You must come in or find someone to cover your shift. And there's no excuses. If you're sick, then of course there's exceptions. We haven't had any. We only had one time someone actually call in sick. And the thing is though, since she was actually responsible for coming in, she did come in still, but she looked terrible, and we sent her home in order to actually help.
What labor laws do you have to abide to run your business?
Labor laws, minimum wage, mandatory breaks for 5+ hours, and of course, if a person's actually sick, then you let them go home. Sick days.
What health and safety laws do you have to abide to run your business?
Cleanliness, proper disposal of materials and garbage and waste. Yeah, that's pretty much, and ensuring quality products.
How long did it take until your business finally started making profit?
Actually, we're still kind of like breaking even, running a little bit in the red right now. So it's been 4 months, and we're just kind of like floating.
Yeah. Well, our teacher said like most small businesses like tend to fail like the first year or
Yep.
whatever.
I just said that.
Yeah.
Actually, this is a little bit higher than that, because also it's 60% of small businesses, but if you consider businesses in my industry, it's actually 70%. Yeah.
What kinds of advertising did you use for your business?
Twitter, Facebook, flyers, word of mouth.
Yeah, I saw the Facebook one.
Oh, here's something I'll tell you guys right now. We're at 427 fans, which ain't that bad actually. Once you hit 500, I'm going to send out a bulletin to see if we can set a goal of doubling my fans within 5 days. If I do that, if we can double